In this video, we're going to learn about Claude's MCP, or Model Context Protocol, and we're going to see how to use it with DuckDB. So let's start by understanding what MCP is and how it works. So MCP from the docs is an open protocol that standardizes how applications provide context to LLMs. In other words, rather than LLM providers and libraries each coming up with their own way to do function or tool calling, maybe they can implement MCP instead, and we'll just have one way to do it. So let's have a look how it works. So imagine we have our LLM application. Inside that application, we then have what they call an MCP client. So it's a bit of code that you can use. And over on the right-hand side, we've got an MCP server, and you can have one or more of those. And they're where we're going to provide stuff. So one of the things that a server will provide are tools. So that's executable functionality that a server exposes to the client. And the idea is that the tools will be controlled by the LLM in your application. So for example, we might have a tool that lets you perform operations against the database. Or we might have another tool that goes and executes a query against an API. Resources are the next thing. And so those are data and content that can be read by the client. So for example, it could be a local file on the server, or maybe a file on a Google Drive. And then finally, a server can provide prompts that will be made available to the user of the LLM application. And what I've noticed is that sometimes the prompt can be used alongside tools to help those tools work better. And then finally, in the middle, we've got the MCP protocol that the client and server use to communicate with each other. Let's see how to use MCP with Claude. So it comes working with the Claude desktop. And if we go to the top menu and click on Settings, and then the Developer tab, and if we click Edit Config, that takes us to the config file. So we'll copy the file path and open it in Vim. And you can see at the moment, there is nothing in there. So now we need to find an MCP server to use. A good place that lists a bunch of them is Awesome MCP servers. I'll put a link to that in the description below. So I was quite pleased to see that they have databases, including DuckDB, which we've covered in many videos on this channel. So the DuckDB MCP server doesn't have any prompts or resources, but it does have a set of functions or tools. So we can read and write queries, as well as create, list, and describe tables. And if we go down a little bit on the page, we can see the config that we need to paste into our MCP client config file. So let's copy that config. We'll come back over to Vim, and then we're going to paste it into the config file. We'll need to update the path to a database on my machine. So I've created a database with some data from Jeff Sackman's tennis dataset. We also need to seem to provide the full path to UVX. Otherwise, Claude can't seem to find it, even though it is on my path. I'm not really sure why that is, but just do that as well. Once we've done that, we'll need to restart Claude, and then we're ready to go. You'll see now we've got an extra hammer icon there. So we'll click on the hammer, and it shows us all the available tools that we've got. So these are the same as what we saw on the GitHub page. And okay, now let's ask it which tables we have to work with. Notice that each time we use a tool in the chat, it will ask for our permission. So for each new tool, it's going to say, hey, can I run this? And then you can say yes for the chat, or just yes for this particular time. And eventually it kind of works out that we've got a matches table that contains tennis match data, and then we've got a players table that contains the player information. And if we scroll up after that's finished, we can see the queries that it's run to try and work out what's going on here. Let's ask it a question. So which country has the most players? This one should be hopefully reasonably easy. And you see it does come up with the answer. So USA first, then Australia, then Great Britain. What about a bit of a more difficult one? So which players reached and won the most finals? So you see it goes off and figures that out. Eventually you see we've got the most finals won, and then separately we've got the winners. Now if we scroll back and have a look at the first query that it tried to run, you'll notice that it didn't work. And the reason for that is that it started with a CTE. And if we come down a little bit, you can see it says only select queries are allowed for the read query. And that's because in this implementation of the DuckDB MCP server, they actually have an if statement that checks that the first part of the query is select. And if you have with, as we did, it's not going to work. If we go down, we can see that Claude kind of figured out how to work out the winners of tournaments without using the CTE. And then if we go down a little bit more, we can see it did exactly the same thing for the finalists. So that's kind of quite cool. Sometimes when I ran it, it just failed and said, hey, I can't work out the answer to this question. So in general, it's done pretty well for those simple queries. But as I just said, if we have a CTE, it's not going to work. There is also another DuckDB MCP server made by the folks at MotherDuck. Now that one's not on the awesome page, but you can see we've got it here. And this one provides a prompt, and then it has tools to initialize a connection, read schema, and execute a query. And then if we come down, we can see the config that we need. So we're going to update our config file with the MotherDuck MCP server config. And once we've done that, we'll need to restart the Claude desktop app again. Let's click on the hammer. You can see the available tools that we've got. If we click on the plug icon, we can click our integration, and then you can see there's the prompt. So we could choose to click on that, and it will then go into our prompt, and it'll use that along with as the system prompt, along with anything that we provide. Now, the problem I have is that the context is too big for the free version of Claude, so I can't actually use it. So let's get rid of that. So with this MCP server, we need to tell it where our database lives because we didn't specify it in the config. And it kind of took me a little while to figure out exactly how you do that. So I kept saying, can you connect to my database? And it would completely fail to do that, even though I was giving it the path. But I eventually worked out that you need to have the word attach. If you say, can you attach to the database, and then you give it the path, then it works. And you can see it goes off. It asks us, can it execute these tools? And you see eventually it works out. We've got a players and a match table. And then we're going to ask it a question to try and find out the American players who have been in the most finals and got the most wins, and return it to me as markdown. And you see it goes off and creates me a nice markdown table answering that question. Let's have a look at the query it ran. So you can see it used the CTE this time. Admittedly, this is an unnecessary CTE, but it is a CTE nonetheless. So we'll do more videos on MCP in the future, but if you want to know more about running DuckDB queries with an LLM, check out this video next.